A shutdown and showdown that could potentially cripple the country. The clock is ticking toward the deadline when the government runs out of money, and sooner after that, we'll no longer be able to borrow any. ABC's Jeff Zeleny has the latest on the twin crisis looming from Capitol Hill. Jeff, each day these two parties seem further away from compromise.
Good morning, Bianna. You're right. And this Washington government shutdown could be only 9 days away if yet another fight over the nation's controversial new health care law isn't resolved.
President Obama issuing a new warning this morning.
We're running out of time to fix this.
In his weekly address, the president calls out Republicans for trying to kill his signature health care plan, and along the way shutting down the government and threatening the stock market.
Some are actually willing to plunge America into default if they can't defund the Affordable Care Act.
Not so, say House Republicans.
We're standing up for our principles.
Who passed a bill Friday to keep the government running. Yet their plan came with a catch: squeeze off funding for Obamacare.
We must get rid of Obamacare.
While Republicans have made more than 40 attempts to kill the health care law,
the bill is passed.
A symbolic fight is quickly becoming a perfect storm, with deep fiscal consequences.
Laid upon the table.
The president, traveling to Missouri on Friday, scolded Congress.
They're not focused on you. They're focused on politics. They're focused on trying to mess with me.
And mess with all Americans if a deal isn't reached by October 1st, when the government runs out of money. At that point, the CDC may stop monitoring diseases, and even some soldiers and federal workers won't get paid. Senate Democrats pledge to undo the vote next week, but the stalemate remains, with no clear path to resolution.
Any bill that defunds Obamacare is dead.
Now, this is only part one of the budget standoff. The bigger fight is really looming in mid-October when the nation has to revisit its ability to borrow more money. So the bottom line here is this. It was clearly expressed last night in a phone call between President Obama and Speaker John Boehner. It was so brief, aides to both sides say, they don't see a path forward here on negotiation.